Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky reacting to the Russian cruise missile attack that destroyed a government building in Kharkiv's historic Freedom Square. This is the second largest city in Ukraine. And Ukrainian officials now say that at least 10 people were killed in this, 35 injured in that airstrike. They're expecting to find even more victims in the rubble as well. Just moments ago, an emotional Zelensky telling the European Parliament that Ukraine will not back down in the battle with Russia.
We are fighting just for our land and for our freedom. Despite the fact that all our cities of our country are now blocked, nobody is going to enter and intervene with our freedom and country. And believe you me, every square of today, no matter what it's called, it's going to be called, as today, Freedom Square in every city of our country. Nobody's going to break us. We're strong. We're Ukrainians.
Now, there is also grave concern this morning for Ukraine's capital, Kyiv. New satellite imagery is showing a massive Russian military convoy that stretches for more than 40 miles, reaching the outskirts of the city. And this convoy appears to include armored vehicles, tanks, and also towed artillery.
Meantime, Ukrainian citizens continue to resist the Russian forces. Video from one town shows residents, you can see them here, using their cars and their bodies to block this Russian advance of about 40 military vehicles. Those vehicles did eventually turn around. People in another town, you can see them putting up barricades and metal spikes on the ground to block an incoming Russian advance there. But the Russians still are advancing around the country. There is a map that we've seen all morning long showing all the areas essentially under Russian control. It has prompted an exodus. You can see about 500,000 people have left Ukraine already, going over the border to neighboring countries, the most heading over into Poland, and we do expect this number to increase.
With us now is Alexei Sorokin, political editor and COO of the Kyiv Independent. Thank you so much for being with us. I know that you just left Kharkiv. What can you tell us about this missile strike there?
Well, the missile strike is clearly, as the president said, a terrorist attack. There was zero military infrastructure in the neighborhood. The only government building was basically the regional administration, and this is absolutely shocking to every Kharkiv resident.
What does this tell? I mean, put this into context, if you would, Alexei, this area, this space, and how often people might walk by this.
Well, it's Kharkiv's Times Square. It's the center of the city. Obviously, it used to be packed with people before the war, and now it's all in ruins. This was a landmark for Kharkiv, and I think that's when the war hits you, when you see something so important being turned into rubbish.
Something you've been by so many days without a thought, seeing it destroyed like that. Alexei Sorokin, thank you so much. Please stay safe for us.